everybody, Mrs. Donaldson here again. So now I have your workbook page that you guys have physically in front of you. So I'm going to kind of guide you through the lesson, and then I'm going to leave some parts where you need to do your work on your own, but I will read some of the problems to you guys as we go. All right, here we're going to start today, right here. It's our first direction.
Use non-standard units to measure length. Essential question. How do you measure length using non-standard unit?
So our non-standard unit that we will be using are the cubes, and each of you did get in your packet little squares that you could cut out to use for cubes. So today I can't put the cubes up here, they will fall down, so I will just be drawing them. So here's our problem. It says that Jimmy sees that his boat is about 6 color tiles long. Draw Jimmy's boat. Draw the color tiles to show how you measured. So I am going to draw my color tiles. Again, I'm going to do the very best I can. No judgment. Here we go. Here's my 6 color tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. And now above that, I need to draw a boat that is exactly the length, or about 6 color tiles long. And my boat is going to kind of look like a sailboat canoe. So I'm going to start over here, and remember to line it up here on the end. Okay, here's my boat. And I might put a little sail on it. Okay, there's my boat. And so if I look at my boat, it starts over here. I stretched it about 6 color tiles long. So it's close to 6 color tiles long. All right. Hopefully you guys can draw a better boat than I can. In this next section, we have a marker, and you guys are going to use your color tiles to measure the length to show how many. Again, note that it says about, so it will be close to the amount that you pick. Okay, so again, I can't place color tiles up here, so I will draw them as close as I can. All right, so if I look here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So mine are about showing 4 color tiles long for the marker. Now if I look at the next one, I need to do the same thing for the crayon, the stapler, the paintbrush, and the scissors. So my picture here will look different than your picture there. So I'm going to let you guys use your tiles to measure. Remember to start on the end and measure how far they are, okay? I'm going to let you guys do that one on your own for a minute. As we move into the next page, again, you're going to be using the same non-standard measuring tool as you did on this one. To erase a spot. Usually I have some students out there that remind me about that. So on this page, again, on your own, measure the paint set, the glue bottle, the folder, and the pencil. So they gave you the spots where you can measure it right on here, okay? So you don't have to actually go get a set of paints. You don't have to go find a glue bottle. You can just measure these right on there, just like that. While you're doing that, I'm going to get ready to pull up our math on the spot. That's our little Joey friend down here. I think Miss Whitaker or Miss Gallagher mentioned that if you have a kiosk reader on your phone, you can scan that and I think it will link you into it. So I will play it for you today. I'll give you a minute to measure those, and then we'll watch Joey on math on the spot and then see if you guys can figure out the next part. And here's Pete. He's up here doing math with you guys today. I don't know if you can see him, but he's here today, and he might be out of screen, but do your best work. In my class, I remind my students, don't be making any kooky numbers. Make sure that they're formed the right way. We practiced. All right, boys and girls, here comes math on the spot. Hopefully you had a chance to measure those ones on your own. And let's see how Joey solves her problem. This is Joey.
He can stay as long as he's quiet during our time together when we're answering the math rule.
Oh, okay. Leonard, you have to be quiet. He agrees.
I didn't hear anything.
Well, he nodded, silly. You told him to be quiet.
She's got me there. Okay, should we have some fun doing some math?
Yes, please.
Okay, so here's the riddle. It actually involves yarn.
No.
Yes. Okay, so here's the question. So the green yarn is about 2 red color tiles long. The question is, how long is the blue yarn? So let's take a look. So here's the green yarn piece, right here.
Right.
And so we're told that it is about two color tiles long. And these are red color tiles, you can see. And each one of these represents a unit. So that's the unit that we're measuring. And in this case, it's the length of these red tiles. And see,
yeah.
if I put 2 of them together, do you see how if I put 2 of them together?
It's 2 red tiles.
And notice how it matches perfectly, it matches perfectly with the length of the green yarn.
It sure does.
Okay, so the length of the green yarn is about 2 red color tiles.
Ah.
Now here's the blue yarn. And I want us to compare it. Now if I put it right underneath the green, notice that if I bring in another copy of the green, now see it's the same length, it's like a copy
That's
of the
the
green.
green,
Yep.
yeah.
If I put it next to it, what do we see?
Hey, those 2 green ones are the same length as the long blue one.
That's exactly right, Jeannie. You're brilliant. And so what does that mean? It means that the length of this in terms of the units of red color tiles should be 4.
Right.
And let's just see if that's right. So here's a third one. And then here's a fourth
one.
Exactly. And look how, see, it matches perfectly with the length.
It sure does.
And so we see that just knowing the information we were given, the blue yarn is about 4 red color tiles long. And we can see that because we compared it to the green one, which we knew was 2. And 2 and 2 is 4.
Oh, yeah. The blue yarn is about 4 color tiles long.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you, Professor. That was so much fun.
You're welcome.
What's that, Leonard? Oh, hey, good idea. Professor Berger?
Yes.
Leonard wants to know if he can take this yarn and measure it.
Well, the math question's over, so sure. Leonard can take the yarn and measure it.
Okay, Leonard, let's
What?
What's the matter, Professor Berger?
Have fun with math. I'll see
We're
you
gonna
soon.
need a lot of color tiles for that.
Silly Joey. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to put it back on the screen that we were doing our math books with. Right? Let's see. Here we go. Should take us back where we were. Okay, so here's our problem. On the bottom, number 9. Here we go. It says the green yarn is about 2 color tiles long. About how long is the blue yarn? So then, again, with your color tiles you have at home, go ahead and measure out the blue yarn right here and see how many color tiles long that might be. Alright, now on the back side of your paper here, we have a couple different things that we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at problem solving using different applications to do that. So here we go with number 10. Might be really loud. If it is, I'll adjust it in a second.
10. Mark measures a real glue stick with color tiles. About how long is a glue stick? Circle the answer that is most reasonable. About 1 color tile. About 4 color tiles. About 10 color tile.
Okay, go ahead and think about that one. See if what or how many color tiles it would take to measure a real glue stick. You could measure this one here on your paper with your color tiles. Now this one, number 11, we like to dig a little bit deeper. So my class, sometimes we get a shovel and we heave-ho it to dig a little bit deeper for a stand-up quick stretch. Make sure our brains are still thinking. Here we go.
11. Bow has 4 ribbons. Circle the ribbon that is less than 3 color tiles long, but more than 1 color tile long.
So to do this problem, I like to put it into 2 parts. So I do the first part of the problem here. I know that it has to be 4, we know there's 4 ribbons, and we have to circle the ribbon that is less than 3. So we have a green, yellow, red, and blue. So we're going to circle the ribbon that is less than 3 color tiles long, but more than 1. So line up your cubes and see if you line them up. If it's more than 3, you know that that one is not going to be your answer. If it's less than 3, keep testing it. So look and find ones that are less than 3. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Then it also has to be more than 1. Remember, more is greater than or more than 1 color tile. So to me, looking at my screen, I look at this one. This looks like it's only 1 color tile long, so definitely out. And if I look at this one, it looks like that one is more than 3 color tiles, so I would cross that one out. And so it looks like it's between these 2. So if I look at this one, I'm going to look and see, line this one up, and this one looks like it might be exactly 3. But if I look at this one, it looks like it might be 2 color tiles, and my rule was it needed to be more than 1 color tile long, and it had to be less than 3. So my choice would be yellow on this one. Okay, here we go for number 12. This one is thinking a little bit smarter. Put on your thinking cap, buckle it on tight.
12. The crayon is about 4 tiles long. Draw tiles below the crayon to show its length.
Okay, so on this one, they want you guys to, you can line up your tiles on there, and then you can draw them, or just draw them like I'm going to. So I'm going to just do what they said here. So we're going to see how many color tiles long it is. remembering that I need to start my color tile right on the edge of the blue crayon to get an accurate measurement, and mine wasn't quite there. So I'm going to come over here. 1 for me, 2, 3, 4, 5. So mine was about 5 when I drew it in. So I think you guys, if you measured it, you could do it and draw 4 more accurate than I can. Let's see. Mine aren't quite the exact same length, but I think you probably get the idea, okay? You could also measure things around your house and see how long they are, like maybe a piece of paper, measuring the distance with your color tiles. Be creative. Maybe measure the distance on a spoon. How long is a spoon? Think about some things in your kitchen that might be small enough that you could measure using your color tiles. Okay, so our last page here is our practice and homework page. So I'm going to let Pete do this page on his own. Again, you're going to be using your color tiles to measure a math book. Looks like, I think that says a glue stick or a marker. Mine's kind of out of focus here. A pack of crayons. Here, he measures his desk, and so they put a little line on here, so you don't have to measure a real desk, but you would just measure this line. Same with these items here, okay? But if you want to measure some real things at home, I'm sure Pete would enjoy doing that also. Okay, well, everybody have fun with math. Thank you for joining us today. I hope everybody's doing well. I sure miss you guys.